All right, welcome to day two, right? And what we're going to do is actually switch this up. Most people like to talk about how to generate a whole bunch of leads and sales and all that sort of stuff. And I'm going to get to that, but what I'm going to do first is actually teach you one of the more advanced concepts of video marketing, which is video marketing conversions, right? I'm going to teach you how to position your video for the maximum amount of conversions. And if you pay close attention, you will definitely gain a lot from this video. And as you kind of go through this specific video, a part of you will actually kind of like begin to understand why I only work with certain individuals, and I'll teach you how to kind of filter out the wrong type of individuals in your business, the people that aren't ready to work, the people that are tire kickers and all that sort of stuff. What I want you to do is be able to specifically target the right type of individual that's either ready to buy, ready to join up, ready to connect with you, ready to do business with you. You don't want a whole bunch of tire kickers that just get on your list for a lot of just fake information or free information and just completely waste your time, right? What we want to do is convert the right type of individuals. And the way that you gotta kind of do it, and kind of the way that I kind of think of it, is like, just the overall direction of your business. And this is one of the most advanced concepts that I learned in network marketing, and you will probably gain a lot of information from this little bit of information, right? And as you kind of like build your business, either online, offline, you got to think about how do you want to build your business, right? Now, for me, I didn't want to go ahead and chase a whole bunch of family members and friends. I did that the first year because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I realized that, like, hey, you know what? In order to make immediate cash, I needed a job, so I continued to work my job. But what I wanted to do was work part-time on my wealth. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you have to do this full time when you first get into it. A lot of people want to say, hey, you know what, commit 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day to build your business and all that sort of stuff. Well, if you don't have that, you have kids, you have family, you have a job, and you're trying to take some of your job proceeds and kind of build it into another business or a side venture or a home-based business, you got to learn how to work effectively. You got to learn how to recruit the right type of individuals into your business. And if it's shaking a bit, just stick with it and all that sort of stuff. And, you'll learn a lot from what I'm going to teach you here, right? Now, you got to kind of look at your business as, well, since I'm in a car, think about it like this. Your business is kind of like driving, right? You've got an overall destination. Let's say you're going to work in the morning or something like that, right? And you've got a place that you've got to go, right? You get on, you leave your home, your apartment, whatever, it doesn't matter. You get in your car, you turn on your engine, you know where you're going to go, and you pull out of your driveway and you get onto, out of the small streets into the main streets. Maybe you hit the highway, and what happens, right? You're going in a certain direction, and then there's an obstacle. It may be traffic. You might have to change lanes. You might have to adapt, right? You might have to, hit your brakes a couple times. You might have to slow down, right? You might have to pause and reassess. You might have to speed up. You might have to take advantage of a specific opportunity. You might have to make a decision right now. I mean, you might have to make a specific decision right now and speed up. That's kind of like stepping on the accelerator in your business, right? But it's kind of like driving, because you have your overall destination, you have an intent and a time when you want to be there. I don't know if you have a 3-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 1-year plan, a 6-month plan, a 1-month plan, but you need to have a core direction in where you're going, right? Now, that's kind of how your business is. It's a journey. It's not necessarily like a sprint, but at the same time, it's a journey. You got to learn. You got to recognize the street names. You got to, obey the traffic laws. You got to run a few yellow lights, right? No, don't pay attention to that. I mean, you don't want any tickets. But at the same time, your business is a journey in network marketing or internet marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever reason you got on my list, right? Your business is a journey, right? And that's the most imperative thing. And you got to think about the overall direction of your journey. Do you really want to be on the phones chasing after prospects, buying leads, calling leads, chasing after family members and friends? Or do you want to leverage the power and the ever-expanding power, the unlimited power of the internet? I mean, there's more people accessing the internet, getting on the internet, building their business via the internet than before. I mean, if you've got a high-speed connection, you've got a connection to the world. And what a lot of people don't understand is that having that connection to the world is really big, because depending on what type of business you're in, you can probably market globally. If you can't market your network marketing business globally, you can definitely sell affiliate products and use those proceeds to build your business locally, right? But let's talk about video conversions, right? Let's really get into the concept of how do you identify the right type of individuals, make that connection and grow with the right type of individuals in your business, right? How do you identify them? How do you get them to convert? How do you sell them on a solution and all that sort of stuff, right? Well, it all starts with paying attention to why they are paying attention to your video, right? And that's what you've got to kind of think about, right? Why are people paying attention to your video? Why are you paying attention to my video right now, right? You got to think about it. Like, you got to identify a problem, right? What the problem that most people have that I've identified is being able to generate consistent leads for their business, right? And they don't understand the concept of marketing, or maybe they do, but they don't know how to actually achieve marketing success and all that sort of stuff, or how to achieve marketing leads cheaply. And what I teach people to do is to, identify a problem. Clearly identify the problem, articulate the problem. Like, I mean, if you're talking with people that are approaching retirement, you say, hey, you're approaching retirement and you got busted in the stock market, you got busted in the real estate market. Well, I'm talking specifically to you, right? You talk about those problems, you aggravate the problem, right? You let them know that, hey, you know what, if you don't take any action now, your problem is just going to grow. That pain that you feel right now in your stomach about not being able to generate leads, consistent leads for yourself, for your business, not being able to recruit, and wasting a whole bunch of money in your network marketing program will only grow unless you learn how to specifically resolve that problem, right? And then you just really kind of articulate that problem. You let them know that this problem is real, it's in their face, it's right now, and if you don't do anything, it's only going to get worse, and that pain that you feel will be completely magnified, right? That's the type of video that you want to do in order to kind of personally identify and kind of kick out people who either don't have the problem or just perusing or whatever. You want to let them know that, hey, there's a problem, the problem's real, the problem's big, and you know what, you have a solution, right? Now, how do you position the solution? A lot of people don't understand how to effectively position the solution, right? Well, easiest way to position a solution is to tell a story. Tell your own personal testimony. Let them know that you went through exactly where they were, right? Let them know that the current situation that they're in, there is hope, there is a solution, there is something on the back end that can get them out of their current situation. If they're willing to work, if they're willing to connect, if they're willing to plug in, all of that sort of stuff. You let them know specifically that there is a solution, right? And then you have a strong call to action. You let them know that you were either in their same sort of situation, and then that you learned X, Y, Z, and it helped you do whatever, produce results. You know, if you actually use the word results in your video, results are results, but it almost lets people kind of imagine what those results were, right? It's kind of well, I'm not going to say, it's an advanced word or advanced concept where you're using specifics, but you're not using specifics. And, you know, the reason why that's kind of cool is that if you use the word results in your video marketing, your content marketing, and all that sort of stuff, results are results, whether they're good, powerful. I mean, hopefully you're marketing something that gave you positive results, but results are results, and people will take from the word results their own interpretation, right? And they'll be more inclined to kind of connect with you, right? But you want to have a strong call to action. So let's kind of recap exactly what I'm talking about here, right? So you introduce yourself. Let's say you have your own video, and you're shooting it out there for XYZ network marketing company, you first position the problem. Maybe your network marketing company makes you feel younger, more vital, or maybe it solves some sort of like bone problem, health problem that a lot of people are going through. Well, then you aggravate the problem. You talk about specific situations that either you went through or that you know that you can kind of sympathize or empathize with, and let them know that you went through that same situation yourself, right? Then you aggravate it. You let them know that, hey, this is real, and if you do absolutely nothing, here's consequence number 1. Here's consequence number 2. Here's consequence number 3. Think about all the different impact it'll have on you, your family, your reputation. You don't want to go broke in this business. I mean, like, think about it, right? How many times are you going to get on that network marketing treadmill and not continue to advance? How painful is that? How hard is it to kind of, for example, to get rejected by family members and friends, and come to find out that they come back like maybe a month or 3 months after and say, hey, I'm thinking about joining this business. What do you think, right? How bad does that hurt, right? And we've all been there. We've all been through it. And then what you want to do is kind of take that pain and position the solution, right? Say, hey, you went through this, you learned this, I found out about this, and kind of like, I'm not saying make yourself feel or appear to be much, less than you are in your greatness, right? Because everybody's great and they're absolutely perfect at everything they do, right? No, but what I'm getting at is that don't position yourself as like an Uber guru or this, that, and the other stuff. Just position yourself as who you are, a regular individual that learned something, that plugged into this system, and offer some sort of time-specific bonus that they can go ahead and get their hands on, and let them know that there's some sort of scarcity to what bonuses that you're offering, right? And that's the type of people that you'll be able to kind of, convert better, right? And this is higher conversions because you're speaking specifically to people who have a problem. You're positioning the problem, aggravating the problem that they have. So you're only like dealing with people that want to take immediate action. And then you let them know that, hey, these are your results. This is exactly what happened in your business when you learned X, Y, and Z. In this business, obviously, you don't give them the complete solution. You want them to learn it themselves and gain their own insight and all that sort of stuff. But you want to let them know that, hey, you know what? I joined this company. I bought this course. I did X, Y, Z, and you can get your own personal results too. You can make a change. You can, change exactly what's going on, and you give them a strong call to action. Much like I'm going to give you a strong call to action right now. Like literally, when I got into the Empower Network, it all began to click for me, right? I started looking at what David Wood did. I started listening to some of the audios and all that sort of stuff, and David Sharp and all that sort of stuff. And I just really sent out a quick email to my list that, that I had a personal connection with, called a couple of people, experienced network marketers and all that sort of stuff, and let them know, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is why. Look at the training that's going on here. Look at the culture. I don't know what you're doing, but you probably don't have that same sort of culture. You probably don't have a compensation plan as strong as the Empower Network, and you probably won't grow as fast. And a lot of people, when they looked at the Empower Network, looked at the 100% commissions, got in and got on board, right? And what I want you to do is take initiative. Make a decision right now. Make a specific decision in your life to kind of change exactly where you're going, change course, and head towards the direction that you want. Build your business using a model that has been proven. See, a lot of these network marketing companies teach you the same old stuff, like a broken methodology to building your business. They might tell you chase family members and friends. They might tell you build a list and all that sort of stuff. I mean, some individuals can. Some people are naturally just social butterflies, or they have that level of influence. They might be a mayor, the charge of some group or something like that, a pastor or something like that, and they can get people motivated and get people in their business, right? But for the average Joe, you probably don't want to be chasing down grandma, because grandma hasn't joined a business, hasn't built a business, or Uncle Bob hasn't built a business himself, and he probably wouldn't be good for network marketing simply because he hasn't taken the initiative, or he hasn't escaped the corporate trap where I talk about, like, if you ever talk to me about, like, corporate, corporate society, and the kind of the misnomer that they kind of teach is like, hey, you've got job security, you've got career security. All of these misnomers and fallacies, I say, is that you don't have any security in a job because some person else is always dictating your income, and they can, say that you're not doing enough, or they can have bigger administrative problems that can evaporate your personal income faster than than you can say yickety split, really tell you the truth. And that's my own personal beliefs, and this is what I believe. You don't have to believe or subscribe to the same thing, but some people, like some specific individuals that are watching this video, know exactly what I'm talking about. Know exactly about how, they've got us kind of as a society asleep at the wheel with a false sense of security and all this other sort of stuff. Never really empowering the individual to do their own thing, right? They tell you be a good boy in school, get good grades, or be a good girl in school and get good grades, and everything will work out. And then you find out in life that it just doesn't work out that way. And you've got to start to take charge, make a decision, and build a business or define your own level of security, and just build out your life for the height of its potential, right? And the first step to doing that is getting involved in the Empower Network. Do what I do. Make a video blog, put it on the Empower Network, create a whole bunch of videos, and then have direct people to your video marketing boot camp, similar to how I'm doing, and allow them to go ahead and get started with the Empower Network, because that's probably the best course that they can ever get involved in online, either if they're in network marketing or internet marketing, because we have room for everybody, and we have specific training that will help everybody. And again, this is the end of video 2. Hopefully you'll go ahead and take massive action and get involved in the Empower Network. But if you don't get involved, today, I will see you tomorrow on our 3rd video, where we'll talk about mindset and getting your mind right to kind of create powerful and compelling videos that just force people to kind of sell, right? Or to force people to kind of buy and lock into you, right? Anyway, this is Arthur Lovell, end of video 2 of our video marketing boot camp, and I will see you on the other side. Get started with the Empower Network, and connect with me personally.